Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, and welcome back to Contractors X-Film. Today we're going to do a different video. In this video, we're going to go over bullets and bullets types for anyone who doesn't know, or anyone who doesn't understand, or for anyone who's wondering why there's so many different bullets and what the bullets are. And we're also going to be going over how effective they are against different armor types. So bear with me as I hope to give you some tips and tricks on what bullets to get, when to use them, and so on and so forth. Okay. As you can see, I've arranged all the bullets from smallest to largest, and today we're primarily going to be focusing on the 5.56, but I wanted to arrange all these in order so that you can see the different kind of bullets in the game. These are 9mm, these are 45 ACP, these are shotgun shells, these are 5.56, they're going to go in your ARs, like guns that primarily look kind of like this, that use this kind of mag, is what these kind of bullets are going to go in. These are the kind of guns that I use the most when just clearing levels. They're not the bullets that I tend to use when I'm going after players or going after locked doors, and that's because I prefer the damage values of the 7.62 series, which are these last three. But we'll continue in order. So we have your 6.8, 0.51 hybrids. These are a legendary round. They are not accessible until you completely unlock Arc, or unless you find some in a raid. And then we have your 5.45s, which they should actually be here in order. My bad. 5.45s are slightly bigger than the 5.56. Or actually, they're slightly smaller. What am I saying? I gotta rearrange my whole order, or my whole set. 1 second. There. Okay, that's much better. My brain's happier now. Anyway. Then we have your 7.62 by 51s. These are 9.93s. And then you have your 7.62 by 54 LPS. Now, I do not have the best version of this bullet unlocked, unfortunately. I also do not have the best version of this bullet unlocked. But I do have the best version of every other bullet type unlocked. The main reason I wanted to focus on these 5.56 rounds is because in most cases, players are going to have more of these ARs. And on top of that, when you load into the game for the very first time, you're going to have some M4s on your wall. I think you got some AKs too, but you definitely have more M4s than you have AKs. So, that's why we're going to start these videos by focusing on 5.56. And what we're going to do is we're going to test each bullet against starting armor all the way up to legendary armor to see how effective they are. That way you know what bullet to bring for what occasion, depending on what you're doing. So like if you're just going into a level to pick up scrap items, for example, you might not want to bring your best bullets. Because if you're not looking for players, then why bring your best bullets? You don't want to waste your money, right? Most people don't have a whole lot of cash, especially starting out. So you don't want to waste your cash. Standard bullets are also okay against scavs. Anyone who's watched my videos and anyone who's watched anyone else's videos know that scavs can take a ton of shots. They can soak it up. And even if you're using the best, like the 9.93 rounds, they can still soak up a ton of shots unless you shoot them in the chest twice or in the face. Everything else is just going to soak and soak and soak against scavs. So depending on what bullet you bring, you really don't want to waste your best bullet on a scav. But we're mainly going to test this in the context of shooting at players. Since I don't have a scav in my shooting range, I wish they would add like a few scavs in the back. That way you can test your bullets or test your aim against a scav. But I guess they try to shoot you the whole time, so I don't know how that would work. But since we can't test the scavs, like how effective bullets are against scavs without going into a raid, which we might do later, let me know if you want to see that video. We're just going to test the armor, since I have access to the shooting range. A lot of people don't have this early on. And since a lot of you are probably curious. So just as a refresher, the 5.45 rounds, that's what we're shooting today. So they start with a 2.55, this is your common round. And it goes up to FMJ, this is your uncommon round. Then it goes to the 3.18, which is your epic round. And it goes up to the 9.95, which is an ultimate round. And then it goes up to AP, which is also an ultimate round, but these you cannot buy. You can only trade for these after you've leveled up Arc a whole lot. So these bullets should be the most effective out of all these 5.45s. Also, this might not be uncommon. This might be rare. I don't quite remember. I never use FMJs. Throughout the whole process of me playing this game, I have only ever used these bullets at the start and then jumped straight to 3.18s, and I use 3.18s for basically everything. And then if I'm going after a vault or if I'm going to hunt players, I'm going to use 995s or APs. Although 318s are also pretty good against just shooting players, which we'll see hopefully in this demonstration. Right, so this is loaded with APs. I got to take all these out. Come on. Come on, hand. Work, hand. I'm going to load it with 255s. We're going to use a super awesome legendary weapon to fire 255s. Don't tell anyone. Wait. Is that right? 255s? Yeah, 255s. Okay, good. I was worried for a second that I used a higher caliber round. Second guess myself. Alright, so gear, since this is going to be a starting round for most players, we're going to use it against starting gear, and then we're going to work our way up to legendary, to rare, to epic, and then to legendary, and then ultimate. Okay, so let's see. What's the most common vest we see? Probably something like this, because you get it from scavs, or something like this. These are probably the two most common ones that you see players start to wear, and you might see this soft armor pretty often when you get up to the uncommon stuff. But since we're talking about the common stuff, we should focus on this one, and maybe we'll focus on a police vest, because maybe somebody has decided to take in a police vest or something. So let's start with this little one lower on the tier list. We have a police vest. So, up close, these are 255 rounds. Let's see how effective they are. Let's switch to semi-automatic. Okay, as you can see, the first shot went straight through. The second shot was stopped, and then the last two shots went straight through. So these are 255 rounds, the most basic rounds that you can get. Okay, that stopped quite a lot of bullets. Looks like it took 3 shots in the stomach/chest area to knock a player down in this situation. So what does that tell us? That tells us that maybe shooting up close does more damage than shooting farther away. Let's see if that holds true for the rest. Okay, so I went ahead and fired a few more, just to get a really general idea of how effective these 255s are against this armor. Really, I'm going to put the numbers up on the screen while I'm doing these shots, but I can't say that I would use this armor. You know, like, I really would never use security armor. It's just too random. Like, it's too random depending on, like, whether or not the bullet's going to go through or not. Man, this gun is great. Full auto! Dang, okay. It feels good to full auto a gun. We'll do a few more shots to get a better general idea of how effective it is, but, I mean, you guys get the gist, right? Security armor, not that good. Now we've seen how effective the 255s are against the common armor. We'll upgrade to uncommon now. Switch back to semi-automatic. So it took 10 shots, and then 11 and 12 killed the guy. So, I mean, it's starting to look like 255s are really, really bad against anything, against anything higher tier than uncommon. Again, 12 and 13 killed the guy that time. Okay, so that was from 12 and up, I think, or from 13 and up. I missed the first shot, so I don't know if we can effectively count that. But it still took, what, 4 shots at the end to kill the guy? Okay, it took about 4 shots to kill the guy that time. Not as many shots to get through the armor. Took about 4 to 5 shots to kill the guy that time, too. Okay. It kind of feels like maybe 255 is about the same when it comes from between common armor and soft armor. I'm not sure. So, I mean, to me, it seems like there's not much difference between common and uncommon armor. I'm going to put the numbers on the screen. So, I mean, you guys will see, as well as I will see, exactly the specifics between the two. I'm also going to try and put up the bullet statistics on the screen while I'm firing. That way we can kind of compare the differences numerically and compare them physically when I shoot the targets. Right, moving up. From uncommon to rare armor now. Let's see. What's the most common rare armor we see? Probably... I mean, I don't see many of these. Anyone who understands the armor knows that you don't want something that doesn't cover your sides. Instead, you want something like this that's going to cover your sides. I use these a lot myself. That or the green ones I use a lot. Most of the time, if people find these, they're going to use them. But I don't like them too much. You see how big of a gap there is on like the side? And how it sort of goes in a little bit. I don't like that too much. I think if you shoot even right there, like under their armpit, it's going to count as a chest shot, so I don't like those too much. But let's just start with a JPC. You're going to use almost a whole mag, maybe? Against these guys? Let's see what the testing shows us. Yeah, you better be reloading your mags after every kill if you're fighting somebody with this kind of armor, with rare armor. But yeah, that's against the starting rare armor. Let's go ahead and upgrade to the next rare armor, since we have a few to test. Oh, and here, let me show you what I mean. So, like, the JPC, if you shoot here, here you're good. But if you shoot here, you see how it's going through? You see how the bullets are going between the holes? If you shoot the strap itself, it seems like it's alright. Or maybe there's like a hitbox that starts kind of right here and goes this way. But, like, just a little over to the side, and you've got no protection. So, I don't know. I don't like the risk. Let's see. We're gonna do this one next. See why I like this armor? It can eat so many 255s. At the very least, it looks like you're going to have to be refilling your mag every single time. Between kills, if you manage to kill a person with this armor, reload your mag. We'll use this one. We'll test this one. We'll ignore the long metal-looking one. Just because I think it's going to be a similar result to these. Really, if you're fighting players, you should always be switching to full auto anyway. Oh my gosh, dude. It blocks so many bullets. That's a whole mag, easily. I didn't even kill him with the whole mag. Okay. Okay. Moving up to epic armor now. Now, a lot of people will wear this armor. I like this armor. It looks like boss gear. It's not quite boss gear. And everybody, and I mean everybody when you get to the higher tier levels are going to be wearing this armor. That's because you can buy it. It's not armor that you find. It's armor that you can purchase. Just like this is armor you can purchase. And usually by the time they're going to be regularly wearing epic armor, they're a high level and have enough money to be able to just buy this armor. So, I don't see many people with this, this, or this. This is the boss armor that you get from the damn boss, if you're wondering where the cool skull armor is. There you go. I'm trying to unlock these myself right now because I think they look kind of cool. I think they look really nice with my XMS. But we're going to test the ones that are most common. We'll just start with this one. We might only test this one, actually, because it's the last one on the list. Everyone wears this. So, legendary, not legendary, epic boss armor against 255s. Common rounds. Not dead. Ate the whole mag. Alrighty. Next. Ate the whole mag. Next, we'll do legendary. You don't see many of these legendary armors. You can't buy them. I'm not sure where you find them. You might find them indoors, but truly, I actually see more of these than I do any of the other high-tier armors. And that's because this comes from the mall boss, and if you kill him, you get his gear. We'll test this one. I had one of these, as you guys might remember from my earlier videos. So we'll test this guy against 255s, and then we'll test the ultimate. So here we go. He died. Okay, interesting. You're telling me legendary armor can't eat two clips? Okay. Okay. I'm very surprised actually that legendary armor can't armor. Why do I keep saying army? Legendary armor can't eat 2 mags. That's very surprising to me. I would expect it to, or at least a mag and a half, if not 2 mags. But we'll move on. That's why we're doing these tests, to find out the truth. This is the strongest armor in the game as of right now. Now, if they open more maps, they'll probably have more bosses and probably more armor. That's probably why they haven't released more maps, because they want to make sure there's enough content for all of them. They probably don't want to reuse the same content. That would be my guess. But anyway, here we go. As we all expected, it ate all those bullets. Now, this is ultimate armor. I expect you to eat another mag. Yep. Alright. Last mag. Now, he should probably die from this third one. Yeah. Okay. One mag. Two mags. About 2.5 mags. Ultimate armor, super good. I think we kind of all expected that. Let's unload on this guy and move up to the next bullet. Alright, FMJs. Back to the start. Let's just go here. And I'll do for Aldo. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Should we even continue with the testing? I don't think so. FMJs, rip through common armor. Common armor is worthless. Don't worry. Now we'll go to the Raid Explorer. Uncommon. A little better. Okay, cool. If you're on to your third player to kill, or your third scav, you'll have to switch mech. Shot that wall a whole lot. That wall is dead. That wall is super dead. I got it. Okay. The armor's so small that it's a health risk just wearing it. Right. Next armor. I'm gonna move up to this guy. Eight 1 mag. We can start to see the differences if I keep going quick. You're back into the territory of probably having to reload a mag between kills with this guy, unless you get some good shots. All right, moving up. Let's get this guy out, the one everyone wears. Ooh, it did not eat the mag. Surprising. Ooh, okay, all right. FMJ might be usable against these guys if you can land that many bullets. Keep in mind that players are going to be moving. They don't stop. They don't stand still. They're going to be trying to stay alive. So don't expect to be able to empty out about a quarter or a half of your magazine into a player. Yeah, I shot him in the head a little bit. I shot him in the head also. Maybe I should give him my helmet. Let's try the lower tier version. Okay, less bullets. So you still use over half a magazine, but less bullets. Alright. Let's go to the legendary. Still alive. Come on. My gun got stuck in the weird, like, render spot. Sometimes my gun will get, like, locked like this when it's right close to my chest for some reason. Don't know why that happens. Still alive. Expect to use 2 full magazines. 2 full magazines of FMJ if you're fighting a guy with legendary armor. Lastly, ultimate. We all know how this is going to go. It should eat 2 mags, right? Like, if I'm the one who's just got ultimate armor, I expect it to eat 2 mags of FMJ at least. He didn't eat 2 mags. But bullets also didn't go through. He died from blunt damage. So if you're a player, make sure you heal yourself, because you can still die from blunt damage. Yeah, looks like blunt damage is going to be killing these guys. That is unfortunate. Make sure you're healing if you're wearing ultimate ammo. It looks like it can eat 2 mags, or at least very close to it. But we can't know, because blunt damage kills these. That was a headshot. Okay. Moving on. 318s, the one I recommend everyone use. I never recommend using the first 2 ever. I only ever recommend using 318s if you're on a budget. And hopefully this will show us why. Dead. 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 Let's go again. See how it got caught? Like it sort of like leaned to the left. I don't know why it does that. Something about the hitbox maybe? It's really annoying though. Granted, this goes through my shoulder. It doesn't actually, like, it's not like a real gun, you know? It doesn't stop at the shoulder. It kind of goes through it because it's based off of my controllers, not my avatar's shoulder. Anyway, that was 318s against common armor. Moving on. Let's just do the Raid Explorer. Dead. 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 Next. Moving on to... yep. Rare armor. Dead. See, I got caught. It got, like, stuck doing this. I think my headset might lose tracking. Okay, that was still 3 people down before I needed to reload a mag. And about 2 shots to the body to knock him out. Okay. Gear. Moving on to epic armor. Full auto. Dead. Half empty. Looks like you can almost get 2 people with 1 mag if they're wearing legendary and you're using 318s. Still almost having to reload after every kill, though. Almost. And lastly, well, not lastly, but legendary next. Did not eat the magazine. Target down. Did not eat it. Probably the similar result for the third guy here. Beware of 318s. Now let's see how effective 318s are against ultimate armor. Ate the mag, and I would expect it to. Ultimate armor should not be destroyable with one magazine of 318. This is epic ammo. So ultimate armor should not be destroyable with epic ammo. At least not in the first magazine. Still alive. Now these are 995. These are ultimate rounds. So, starting at the top again. Oh, my bad. Still takes 2 shots per hit. I would kind of expect ultimate rounds to do 1 shot per body hit, but considering how fast people can get access to them, I kind of get why it's still 2 shots to the body to kill. That seems pretty accurate to other games too, like Tarkov and T4. No contest. We all expected that, right? The interesting stuff's when you get to rares and higher. Alright. Rares, no match against ultimate rounds. That bullet went through him. We'll ignore that. Game's an alpha, guys. Game's an alpha. Alright, switching to epic. Full auto. Dead. 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 Yeah, these are ultimate rounds against epic armor. So I would expect the epic armor to block a little, but not much. Needs to be what we have. I'm going to redo that with semi-automatic because I felt like my gun might have been drifting up a little bit. So like 5 shots to the chest will probably knock somebody out who's got epic armor on if you're using 995s. Good to know. Legendary armor. Fully auto. Dead. Dead. Stops like the first, what, 4 bullets? Let's see. Okay, it stops anywhere from what, 4 to 5 bullets? Looks like it stops anywhere from like 5 to 7 bullets before you're knocked out. And lastly, ultimate armor against ultimate rounds. These are the ones you can buy, not the ones you have to trade for. He's out. Still used a full mag. Almost a full mag. Yep. It looks like you'll have to reload between KOs. Between eliminations. Okay, he got knocked out real fast. That might have been because I hit his head, though. Try this last guy. Yeah, okay. I would expect that from ultimate rounds. But that means I expect AP rounds to just go straight through. Let's do a couple more tests, a couple more full auto shots on these guys. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, my goodness. Let's see, what does it say? Half empty? Okay. AP rounds. Now these are the ones we're all interested in, right? These are the ones that everyone wants to see. How effective are they against this ultimate armor? But we'll start from the top like we have been. 3 shots? Come on. What? Oh, hold up. Why is it taking so many bullets to knock people out with these? What is that about? Do they just have slightly better penetration? Ah, we're gonna have to restart this and try. 3. It stopped one. It stopped an AP. That's common armor. 3. Hold on a second. Hold on. We're gonna have to test something here. Let me go back to 995s, which is a lower tier, like, bullet. You cannot buy these guys. They're not buyable. Two. Are you kidding? Yeah, that took 3, but I mashed on his stomach. 1 second. A little more testing needed. A little more testing. 2 shots to the chest. 2 shots to the chest. 2 to the chest. 2 to the chest. 2 to the chest. And I switched back to AP just to be doubly extra certain here. 3 to the chest. What is this? Why is it like this? Less damage overall, but better penetration? Alright. We'll keep testing. If it's just better penetration, I don't expect hardly any armor to stop this bullet. And I don't think that's better. Like, better penetration just means you're going to make players bleed more often. And I guess it'll stop them for a second as they get out of bandage and try to bandage themselves. Yeah, we're getting consistent 3-shot kills going straight through the arm. Okay. Let me try this one just to see. They stopped one. They stopped one. Let's not forget that one of the AP rounds was stopped by common armor. Alright. These guys. Everyone wears this guy. 4. 4. 4. 4. Okay. So AP rounds are going to be able to penetrate legendary armor and kill in 4 hits. Whereas our 995 comparison does not. Compared to 995s. Reload the armor. I have them followed. Okay, so 995s do take longer to get through legendary armor than the APs. Got it. Good. That should be how it is. Moving on. Ultimate armor against the best rounds that 5.56 can offer. Oh my goodness. Still about 4 shots. Okay. Yeah, AP's well worth it. Well worth it. Not even a contest. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. That was every 5.56 round that exists, and I hope you guys understand the difference between bullets better now. You understand that the lower ones are going to do better against lower armor, and the better ones are going to do better against all types of armor, which I guess is pretty self-explanatory, but for anybody who was interested in wondering how many different bullets there are and their effectiveness against different types of armor, this video is for you. It was an informational video. We're not going to go and shoot anybody in this video, but I will have more videos out soon that are going to be me going in with just this gun, trying to take out players, and probably AP rounds. And also, let's go in here. It's going to reload in a second. Mess up my entire set in there. As you can see. What? What's my power off? What's going on? I have way more power than this. It isn't loading correctly. Everything's gone. It's all gone. We're back. As you can see, it messed up my whole set in there. I had this really nice backpack full of all the bullets, and I set it all up for you guys. I hope you appreciate it. Honestly, kind of enjoyed it. Enjoyed setting it up and stuff. I like setting up little things. As you can see, my bunker is really nicely organized now, isn't it? Isn't it pretty? I say this is kind of the same actually, but if we go in here, now you guys can see that I have a bunch of different stuff, and it's all pretty and super organized. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I was saying that I was going to go in with this gun probably with AP rounds, and I'm also planning on going in with this gun. which is a beautiful gun. I love this one so much. It's a sniper rifle, mostly a sniper rifle. It doesn't have any full auto, as you can see. It's only semi-automatic. That's it. But these are legendary guns. I'll just pull this out real quick. Ignore the skeleton. Let's see. Legendary AR-308, and just like this one, is an epic M4A1. And then I've also got this one I might go in with. Come here. Which is a SEC A17. There's not a real difference between... There really isn't much of a difference between this gun, though, and this gun, except this one can go full auto. This one shoots the same ammunition as this one, but I'll probably be loading this up with AP rounds when I go in, whereas this I will probably only set up with M61 rounds, which are a step under the AP. The AP rounds for 7.62 by 51 are these, the 993s. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to have a couple more of these coming out using the different types of ammunition. We're going to do one for 9mm. We're going to do one for 45 ACP, which is that one. Oh, get back in there. No! Okay, we're good. Nothing happened. It was all perfectly fine. We'll just ignore that. Erase it from our memories. We didn't need to understand. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. Can you not go in there? How dare you? There we go. What was I saying? Right. The 45 ACPs, and then we'll switch to the shotgun shells, which I have the 12 gauge shotgun shells here. We'll switch to these. I'll have the different the different bullet types. We'll probably do some 5.45 by 39s. And then we'll go up to the 7.62s, both types of 7.62 by 39 and by 51. So, hope you guys are looking forward to those videos. I hope this was helpful to those people who play the game and wanted to see the different kinds of damage that the bullets do for your 5.56 rounds. For now, though, that's going to do it for this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye!